brothers all around me. Hey, good evening, everybody. My name is Rickie Byars, and I'm in Claxton, Georgia, without a piano right now. So I want everybody to put their hands together. Say, we don't need no music. Yes, we do. I have joining with me tonight Dee Skies from B Radio. We call him Marcus. We have Lona Elias of WPFW, our in-house programmer on B Radio, and my good friend and dear co-facilitator, life coach, Ade. But I'm just gonna call him Coach so that I don't mess his name up so much until I get it perfect. So come on in. Hi, Mardell, and everybody else that's loading in. This is going to be a very interesting evening with these beautiful individuals who will be talking about music and life and soulful music in a soulful conversation. And so there you go, life coach. You go for it.
Yes, fingers crossed. And,
Yes, fingers crossed. And can you hear me?
Yes, you can
Yes.
hear me. Well, yes,
you can hear me.
Well, yes,
We're
definitely the listeners. What is it sounding like on your
the
end?
listeners. What is it sounding like on your end?
It's breaking up.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
but
I'm
that's
going to throw it
okay.
back.
Yeah,
We'll keep on moving.
bro. I'm going to throw it back.
All right. Yeah, we're having some sound challenges, but that's okay. We still got some great individuals in the room with good sound. So Lona Elias, can we get your mic checked to make sure everything's fine?
Check 1, check 2. Can you hear me? Check 1, check 2. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you sound great.
Check.
That's great. That's great. And what about you, Dee?
Check 1, check 2. Hello, everyone.
Can I hear you say something?
Check 1, check 2. Hello, everyone.
Oh yeah, you sound great. And you know what's really scary about you, Dee? You're looking like my first husband, Howard Boker. You look like Howard Boker.
Oh,
Wow.
I can go ahead and come back and put some sunglasses. All right, I can go ahead and come back and put some
No,
sunglasses.
yeah, put something, do something. Tales from the.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, so welcome on. And we're welcoming Chef Lori is in the house. Meg, hi Meg. So everybody, come on in, and we have music for you tonight. I'm here visiting my uncle. My uncle is now in his 95th. He's 94, and he's making his 95th year right now. And I'm having such a beautiful time with him. I'm sitting at the feet of a real Jedi. I mean, a real Jedi. And it's just awesome. Some of the things that I've learned that I will share with you. Hi, Sharon, come on in. And but before then, we're going to open up with some beautiful music to set the space. So I will graciously give the floor to Dee to say a few words and then to show us what's up.
Well, my name is Dee Skies. Hello, everyone. My name is Dee Skies. Hello, everyone. Programmer on B Radio. I am a programmer on B Radio, along with myself and Mike Ryan. And sorry, Rickie's music.
And Lona Elias, Lona has her hand
Rickie's
up.
music is very, very.
Lona put her hand up.
All right, go for it, Lona.
You said you.
All right, go for it, Lona. Tag. You're it.
No, you said you're a programmer along with Mike Ryan. You didn't say anything about Lona.
Oh my gosh.
She said,
Whoops. Oh my gosh. Whoops. Okay. With that stated, I am going to state one of Lona's selections. I am going to state one of Lona's selections. We're going to start with. Lona, which one do you want to hear?
In God's hands.
Lona, which one do you want to hear?
In God's hands.
In God's hands. I'm very sorry about that. I'm so nervous this evening. I'm very sorry about that. I'm so nervous this evening. Without B Radio will not be this thing without me, Lona Elias. And let me just call it up. Hold on, y'all. Hold on one moment.
well, while he calls
reasons-
it up, I want to say hello to just
So one of the reasons-
just Erica, who just came on. She says it's kind of echoey like, but just keep on moving and get as close to your microphone as you can. Okay. Thank you both.
Okay. Lona, do you want to say anything about in God's hands? Lona, do you want to say anything about in God's hands?
Rickie, afterwards, let music.
Okay. All right.
Afterwards, let music.
Okay. All right.
Rickie, I think you need to do the music. Rickie, I think you need to do the music. We're having technical difficulties. We're having technical difficulties.
Yeah, the music is not happening. So what we're gonna do, I can play from my cell phone. But what I want to say first, I just want to give a word of gratitude for this evening and for our gathering. That we're here so that we can feel the peace of our community, the love, the joy, the resonance, the balance, the beauty, and the glory. So thank you, dear Spirit, for this morning, this evening, wherever we are dialing in right now in our awareness. I'm just thankful. I'm thankful for the music. I'm thankful for the message, for the scripture, for the messages of God that flow through the songs to inform us and to transform us. And so with great gratitude, I simply allow it to be as we take a deep breath and rest in God and say amen. And so it is. Ashe. Ashe.
Ashe. Yes.
Because for me, where this music comes from,
Yes.
where the music comes from, sometimes it's been like a sound that has in my life, in my mind, in my head, thoughts that have been not clear, like signals that are cutting off and coming in and out from people, and people that I thought were consistent, and maybe they now are looking like they're inconsistent, or maybe, there was a job or something or a position that I thought would be forever, and I see that, no, it's not, that, maybe there's something else that needs to come. So music comes from that state sometimes. The songs come through all of that. And what comes through is the way to walk through it, to walk, not just with my head up, but with a clear vision, so that I can be more on point, so that we can be more on point. So I'm just thankful. And the music is sounding a little peculiar, but I know the nature of that song. I remember when I caught it in a dream. And when I caught that song in a dream, it was like, it was a horn fanfare. It was like a trumpets, and they were going like, bang, ba ba ba, ba ba ba. You like that? Ba 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 ba, ba ba ba. That's what it sounded like in my dream, right? And I got up and I was like, what was that? And the only thing it made me think of, remember The Girls All Right With Me? The girls all right with me. Boom, boom. The girls all right. It's a Motown hit. But the way that song starts is ba-bum-ba-da. That's the way it starts. It starts with a horn fanfare. Ba-ba-ba-da. So when this dream, ba-ba-ba-ba, it sounded like something from John Coltrane and Motown. And I went to the piano and it was like, bing, da ba ba, da da ba da da da. And it was like, early morning invitation. Let a prayer rise with the sun. Can my heart be free again to live and love as best I can? And then place all things in God's hands. It
Yes, I do know.
was a prayer. It was like, and then the next verse was all too soon I shall forget. Prayer at noon restores the heart. And then the middle part was me working it out. And then the final is earth receives a kiss at sunset. Let my heart not miss the chance to remember all is God. Getting the master bedroom, which I never get because my brothers always get it. Okay, and my uncle's like, you're getting the master bedroom this time, you know. So I'm here in the master bathroom, right? This is where I am now. But on the wall, watch this. Let me see if you can see this. On the wall is a prayer. I don't know if you can see it, but the prayer says 8 o'clock prayer for guidance.
I see that.
12 o'clock noon prayer for prosperity.
8 a.m. I see that.
9 o'clock p.m. prayer for health and healing.
Wow.
And I was like, that's like mine, but mine would have been more like 6, noon, and 6. You know, so what I'm going to do is have
and how apropos to start with that song.
Yeah, it's great. You know, so you want to try it again, Didi?
I sent it to you, Mama Rickie, because I know in sound check. I sent it to you, Mama Rickie, because I know in sound check. I sent you the clip in your BB email. I sent you the clip in your BB email.
Okay. Well, I couldn't have gone just to iTunes and played it on my own.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Here I go.
Rickie, while you're trying to find it, can I say why? Rickie, while you're trying to find it, can I say why?
Absolutely.
One of the things that I loved, all you guys out there, one of the reasons that I love
one of the
Rickie's
things
music,
that
I loved, all you guys out there, one of the reasons that I love Rickie is because she talks about everyday things that we all go through. Everyday things that we all go through. And puts them in a perspective allows us to have greater insight into what's going on with us, and in a way through it.
Yes.
So that's what I always loved about your music, because that's where you feel so real. Right from.
Yes.
And it feels so real.
Yes. Thank you. Oh my God. Keep talking. I got to put in the password for my uncle's Wi-Fi.
Okay. So there are lyrics in that. It's like So there are lyrics in that. It's like of that particular song. I mean, early morning invitation. Let my prayer. Rise with the sun, and then can my prayer rise with the sun, and then can my heart as best I can. To live and love as best I can. Because the activities of our life can harden our hearts. Because the activities of our life can harden our hearts, where we don't feel open to love, and where we don't feel open to love. And so having Be Radio there is like a touchstone where we can return. It's like a touchstone where we can return, like return to love, return to God.
Yep. Return to peace.
And so that's why return to God. So important. It's like a beautiful resource that we have. That's why it's so important. It's like a beautiful resource that we have. So
I agree. Totally. How you doing, Mama Rickie?
Yes.
I did. I see you back.
Mama Rickie?
Okay, I finally got back.
I see you back.
Yeah, I am.
did.
Okay, here we go. Let's see how it happens. Let's see what we get.
Let's see.
I think I would have been quicker from iTunes, but this is okay. From my library. You know.
Well, we made edits to keep it,
it's kind of like.
We made edits to keep it, sort of under 3 minutes.
Well, yeah, we could have slowed it. We just could have just faded it.
Okay.
But this is not good.
Okay.
Did it, Maestro?
Yeah. So, life coach, he's not on at all.
Not
and
here.
we have we got people loading in. Hey, we got to get it together here.
It's not here. He said.
Yeah, that's okay.
So I was telling them having Be Radio there, Rickie, it allows. I was telling them having Be Radio there, Rickie, it allows us to check in.
Yes.
And to disrupt the pattern of negative thought that goes on in our minds. That goes on in our minds when we're not mindful. or if we're overcome by circumstances that have happened to us, circumstances that have happened to us during the day. Remember, return to love, return to God, return to peace, you know, and lyrics like that, you know, it's like, it's almost like having a shower. Do you know what I'm saying? It like it washes you clean, it like refreshes and renews you.
Yeah. Totally. It's like a prayer. I mean, every song is a prayer. It's like, it's meditation, honestly, you know, and I can't think of any other artist that's putting music out like this today. I mean, it's so vital. It's so like, I mean, I can't imagine, you know, being without it. I mean, it's just so
think of songs like Hey Girl that have this rhythm.
Yes.
That sounds like a love song. It's about to start, you know, it's like, hey girl, you know, it's like, hey, you know, it's that type of music. And then it's the spirit of God that's talking to you. You know, I'm the voice inside of your head telling you, girl, you need to be listening. You know, what's wrong with you letting your mind run away with you? I mean, who writes like that? Rickie Byars writes like that, and B Radio is like one of the places where thoughts like these are populated. I remember saying one time that we always say that thoughts are important, but we don't act as though thoughts are. I mean, the society gives no credence to the thoughts that we entertain, or the fact that we should be mindful of the thoughts, and that the thoughts are the things. There's, you know, and so we think all kinds of stuff, and we don't treat them as though they're special. And so when we realize how important that everything is created with the thought and starts with the thought, then it's like precious jewels that you choose not to misuse. And your mind is something that you choose not to abuse by what you're putting into it or what you're putting out. And so B Radio, it's like the work that you've done, Rickie, your music is a way for us to be mindful, to reconnect. When we lose our way, we don't have to wonder. Just, you know, bradio.org, and there's something that's streaming there that's going to touch us in a way that restores us, renews us, that gives us hope and the ability where we know I can do this, I can persevere, I can carry on, or I can make another choice in terms of how I respond, how I react to it. It's like a meal.
Yeah. It's a feast.
It's a feast. I don't know what happened to Rickie Ade. You're back.
Yes, I am. I don't hear the echo with you now. I've been doing some things on the back. Didi, what about you?
It's all good.
There's no echo with you either.
There's no echo with me either. So maybe the music will work on my
side.
Yes, it will definitely work on your end. I've been dealing with tech support and doing things on my end over here.
Let's see what happens.
So hopefully when Rickie joins us, it will stay the same. There we go.
Loud and clear. Perfect. We had a loop back delay. That was okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Early morning invitation.
I like that.
Let a prayer rise with the sun. Can my heart be free again to live, to love as best I can?
Battery low. Please charge now.
All things in God's hand.
Can't fake that.
All things in God's hand.
Yes.
Time advances, all too soon. I shall.
Okay, can you cut my picture so I can go get a charge for this?
Prayer at noon.
Be right back.
My heart.
That I think when you cut the picture, it cut the audio. No.
Oh, so the music was coming from her? I thought it was coming from you.
Yeah. All good. All good. All
right.
So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Live and all things in God's hands right about now.
Right about now.
Okay, Lorna, I'm coming back to you.
Okay, Lorna, I'm coming back to you.
So it's when Rickie comes in that we have the issue.
It's when Rickie comes in that we have the issue.
Lorna, can you turn the music up, please?
Lorna, can you turn the music up, please?
We're gonna repeat now. We're gonna repeat now.
All things in God's
Okay. So it did tell me to charge the battery, and so it did tell me to charge the battery, and so I couldn't get up to do that. Mercury is retrograde, people. So, but anyway, we got to hear that beautiful song, Rickie.
Yes.
So, Rickie, this is definitely teaching me to.
Mercury is retrograde, people. So,
And this,
Rickie, can you hear me?
beautiful song, Rickie.
Rickie, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Rickie?
What did you say, Lorna?
No, I didn't say
She
anything.
doesn't hear me. Can you guys hear me?
Oh, I can hear you, but I didn't say anything.
Can you
No, I
hear me?
didn't say anything.
You can't hear me?
Oh, I can hear you, but I didn't say anything.
Oh, I thought you said something about
Oh,
a
yeah,
beautiful
I said that
song, but I just
we
didn't
finally
hear all
got a
of it.
chance to hear your
Anyway,
beautiful music. Oh, yeah, I said that we finally got a chance to hear your beautiful music, Rickie.
Oh, yeah. So you guys go ahead on and talk like I'm not here. Just yeah, act like Rickie's not in the room.
Well, Rickie,
When I come in the room, it seems like everything.
Wait, did she
I mean,
disconnect?
do you have the ability to play the music from there, Marcus? Because
Yes, I do.
I mean, I can
I do.
play it, but I don't have volume because my
No,
speaker
no.
just went out.
I do, and I noticed it's Rickie's line. We got some delay.
yeah.
Let's do.
So just Rickie, when you come on, just mute yourself when you're not talking, and then if we're playing the music, we won't get the feedback from you, I think.
Yeah, because there's no feedback now. Yeah,
exactly.
Okay, it's just too much. It's just too much good vibes coming from Rickie's side. You know, it's like
That's right.
I know they're shutting everything down. It's like
it's that race.
Music says just too much. This prosperity is just too much. The love is just too much. Oh, it's just too much.
All right, Lona, I'm gonna pull up "I Rest in Thee" for you. You want to say a bit about this one?
Yeah, okay, that was my choice. Do one of those that you chose.
Ade,
you listen to B Radio, right?
Yeah. Oh, I listen to Rickie. I listen to B Radio. Yes.
It's like.
All right, so one of my choices.
Can you all hear me?
Yes,
we can.
Yes, we hear you.
Oh, okay.
Perfect.
So
one of my choices is I would say Supreme Inspiration from the B Hood. Yeah. I don't know if you tuning in there, if you guys check out B Hood every Sunday, the Sunday devotional. What is it? Well, my time
10 a.m. to 12 Pacific time.
Yes, so it's 1 to 3 my time. It is phenomenal. I mean, it's just a party. It's like, I mean, it's spirit, it's funk, it's fun. I mean, it's just proof of what I believe, like Mama Rickie's Mother Nature incarnate. You know, it's just like, it's just so you know, it's all about it. So this song I have, Supreme Inspiration. From my understanding, this version, it was just pulled out of thin air. There was no rehearsal. It was performed. Pardon me if I mess up his name. Tiek Nakhan. So it was inspired by him and dedicated to him as he had just passed. And you know, this is Georgia M. Muldrow taking the lead, and this, you know, what she does here is just, I don't know. I may start crying, but here we go. Supreme Inspiration from B Hood. Here we go. Can you hear it, Lona? All good? This part right here, oh my gosh.
God of my spirit, supreme inspiration. God of the stars, I take refuge in your great love. In wisdom, may all be blessed, and may all find way to
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm crying right now. I mean, I've heard this song like dozens of times, and I'm still crying. And I just, I don't know. Like, it just hits the nail on the head. And the fact that this was like just pulled out of nowhere,
spontaneously,
emotional. I mean, and when Georgia sings and she's like, create, I mean, it's like the creator can hear her. It's like she's channeling the creator. It's like they have a direct line right then and there. And it's just, I feel it so deep within my soul. And it's like,
I agree.
Yeah, it just gets me. So I'm gonna pass it over to you. Your turn. Well,
it's interesting that you would say pass it. Ade, did you want it to? You back?
No, go ahead. I'll go after you.
Well, my battery is charged, so, or it's charging, so I'm going to try Pass It On by Georgia M. Muldrow.
I'll try Pass It On for 500.
So it's something, before you play it, I just want to say Supreme Inspiration has so many versions, and it's so interesting, and all of it has a way. It just, you know, I've always said this on the show with Rickie. It's almost like her songs, Rickie's songs, is a supercharged prayer.
Yes.
That you can walk into a room and never heard it before. Ooh,
makes
what
sense.
Was that? You feel something. And for me, it's definitely been part of my spiritual journey. Even up to now, the beauty of it is you can listen to it over and over and over. Sometimes I have B radio on. And Rickie came here to sing.
And it's different.
There was a proverb that I found and it was a Swedish proverb, and it said, "Those who love to sing will always find a song," something like that. And it made me think of Rickie. She loves to sing. She will always find a song, and she just literally downloads the voice of the divine through her writing. Yes. It's a blessing. Yes. Now, I know Rickie wants us to talk like she's not here. She's in the green room, and I can be a perfectionist, and what I'm about to do, I don't like to do it, but this is the only option. So, Rickie, I'm going to call you on your phone because you can still hear. I'm going to come out the stream and I'm going to call you on the phone because I want to fix this technical stuff so we can bring Rickie on as well.
All right. So
go ahead, Lauren.
I'm going to start passing on, and hopefully the battery is charged sufficiently.
I can do it here if your batteries are, are you good?
No, it's up. It's up. Okay. It's charging, so it'll play while it's charging. It's one of those Bose things.
There's a fire in my heart.
Okay. Am I being rude to just start it over and get that ooh at the beginning of that song?
That's what's called a rewind.
really, let's just
do it again. Yes.
And guys, in the comments, if you're enjoying this as much as we are, feel free to chime in. Thank you so much.
There's a fire in my heart, burning embers of love. There's a fire in my heart, burning embers of love. There's a fire in my heart for the God in all creation. A fire in my heart for the God in all creation. Will you catch this fire? Will you burn with its heat? Rise from your ashes and pass it on. Rise from your ashes and pass it
Yeah.
There's a flame in my soul. Come on.
Yeah.
Burning ember of peace with God's vision as my side. Life's a prayer that does not cease. Right. There's a flame in my soul for the God in all creation.
This
flame in my soul for the God in all creation.
Yes, Ann.
Will you catch this fire? Will you burn with its heat? Yeah. Rise from your ashes and pass it on. Won't you rise from your ashes and pass it on? Pass it on. Melt just desire into His flame of love. Your will
Surrender to the fire. Rise from the ashes and pass it on.
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Come out of this when you're ready to.
Hey,
Hey.
it's fire. There's a fire for the God. Oh, fire in my heart for the God in all creation. There's a fire in my heart, God in all creation. Fire in my heart, God in all creation.
We're playing the audio, Lorna.
I want this part.
Oh, Lord, will you catch this fire? Will you burn with its heat? Said, will you burn with its heat? Rise from your ashes and won't you pass it on? Rise from your ashes, pass it on. You learn all you know from rising up. Oh, like the phoenix do, rising and sharing with the world. Share your path with the world. Share, pass it on, pass it on, pass it on. Won't you pass it on? Won't you pass it on? Pass it on. Won't you pass it on? Won't you pass it on? Pass it on. Won't you
So I'm asking you, pass on this Be Radio thing, BeRadio.org, the sound of inspiration. To learn from your experiences and pass it on. The things that happened to you didn't happen to you just for you. Other people can learn when you teach from your pain. I'm like, it's the truth. I feel like one of those people in this holiness church. That's the spirit jumping down and shouting up in here. Heal from all teach from all.
It's funny because I always feel like Sunday devotional is like soul surgery. Soul surgery.
Yeah.
But soul fulfilling kind of like does that too on Wednesday nights. I look forward to the conversation.
Yes.
You know, because it reminds us again, it's like the middle of the week. Just like in God's hands, it's an invitation in the morning, for at noonday, and then in the evening to remind us again. And it's like B Radio is like that. It's like there for us. And it's Wednesday, soul fulfilling is like, here's another chance to be in spirit, to connect with spirit.
Right.
And it's so important because, we're talking about language is a funny thing. We're always talking about that we are human beings. And the way that we use language in the English language, that is improper syntax.
Mm-hmm.
So if we have the proper syntax, it would be that we are a being. The adjectives the verb comes before, that we were being human. So if we're being human, then who are we really? I just got to ask.
That's right.
Come on, Lord,
well,
preach.
I don't know the holy dance, but you're going to have me try dance in here right now.
Inspired by this. Inspired by this.
Oh, you ain't lived through this for nothing. Pass it on.
You lived through the stuff that you lived through for nothing. Somebody's having a problem. So I'm coming out of this.
No, you're fine.
Okay. I think Miss Byers, our fabulous one is joining us again. Hey, we're having fun, Ricky. We're up here crying, shouting, and everything.
Hey. Oh, she's okay. There's sort of a delay on her camera. Can you hear us, Ricky?
Yes, she can hear us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ricky's in timeout. She's downloaded a new song.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no, she might like don't put baby in the corner.
I'm on my cell phone.
Okay.
There you go. Woo.
I know we're just like, ooh, that song did something to us, Ricky. Got tears and everything over here.
I just want to speak on Georgia M. Muldrow, who's taken the lead with a lot of these vocals. I think I've been following her for at least 15 years now, and I had no idea up until the pandemic. I knew the power of her music, and I always thought, like, gosh, her parents must be the bomb, like, for her to write like that. And I just didn't know, like, until like Sunday Devotional started up, like, I think May of quarantine, like 2020. And Om Shanti, when I heard that, I was like, okay, this woman is the real deal, like, she's bad, and just to hear Georgia, I think Georgia was living in Vegas at the time, but just to hear like her come, home and them sing together and just have this sort of like a bonding, or like it just does my heart so good. I mean, like I saw her at Blue Note. She came to New York, and I think each set, like I saw all 4 sets, and I think each one was like 2.5 hours, at minimum. And I was just like, but yeah, just to hear them do their thing, it's so wonderful. And it's such a privilege and a pleasure to be a part of this fabulous team.
Yes, true.
Yeah.
So Mickey Maxwell said there are days when I'm going through it and I can't even bring myself to meditate out of it. My immediate tool is to turn on B Radio, and the voice of God is there speaking to me every time.
Yes.
The message and the music serves me better than anything else in my life, and I'm beyond grateful to Ricky and all of the artists. Ashe. I totally agree with that.
Ashe, Mr. Maxwell. Ashe.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yes. I would like to play a selection, if I may.
Yep.
Yeah. Go for it.
Okay.
Which
This one I love. It's been popping up on B Radio quite a bit for me, like at the right time.
I think I got better sound, so let me do it from here. What song? Which one?
You have it? Radiant Light.
Okay, because I got used to the done.
Yeah. All right.
We'll talk about it until I get it up. So.
Okay. Yeah. So this Radiant Light of God, I feel like it's like in a parallel universe. This is like, you know, it's like a heavenly house party. You know, it's like it's
I like that.
Yes, I like.
I mean, it's like raise the roof. You know, the beat. You know, and then it's just you have her singing. I am a radiant light of God. I shine the light of love, and I love the end. Like there's a rapper in Rickie somewhere. Like she can spit some bars, you know. But I love the way she's like, you know, it's just so groovy, you know. It's so fun. It's so groovy fun. You can't find it?
No, I'm not.
I have it.
Okay.
I have it. Okay.
So we'll consider this show just a what they call a fireplace chat with, you know. We're listening. It's just a different show. You just happen to. That's why you're seeing somebody go out and get some popcorn. Somebody get in the room. It's okay. And say there's a part of me that's being challenged, and I'm just breathing it in.
Really, because that's all we can do.
It's okay. Life is happening. This is what life looks like. Sometimes it's messy.
It all fades into God. Here it is.
Yes.
Guiding you on. When I see your face, I see God's light guiding you on your way. Guiding
I mean, how can you not move to that?
Oh.
There you go.
I am the light of God. I shine the light of God with conviction so strong. I know that now is the time to pray. Now is the time to pray, to be a radiant light of God. Shine the light of love. To be a light of God. Shine the light of love. Everybody want to shine your light. Oh, people want to shine your light. Little children want to shine your light. Little sister, come and shine your light. Oh, little brother want to shine your light. Big daddy want to shine your light. Oh, mama want to shine your light. Oh, people want to shine your light. They shine, they shine. Everybody want to shine your light.
Oh, it's so tough. It's like,
I know.
I cannot move to this, you know, but it's spiritual at the same time. It's like mind blowing.
I shine the light of love. Oh, shine, shine, everybody, shine your light. Oh, come on and shine your light. Let's walk together, shine your light. Shine your light. Over Africa, shine your light. Come on, Africa, shine your light. Cameroon, won't you shine your light? Senegal, won't you shine your light? Oh, Mali, won't you shine your light? Hey, Congo, shine your light. Nigeria, shine your light. Ethiopia, shine your light. South Africa, shine your light. Zimbabwe, shine your light. Botswana, come and shine your light. Lesotho, shine your light. Hey, Ghana, won't you shine your light?
Right. I see you grooving, Lona. I see you grooving.
Everybody want to shine your light. Jamaica, come and shine your light. Everybody want to shine your light. Aborigine, shine your light. People of the earth, come and
Mike is on the feed. He said, don't forget, B Radio also streams live on YouTube as Rickie Byars Radio.
Oh, geez. Mr. Ryan.
You're like,
shine the light of love, radiant light of God. Shine the light of love. I shine the light of love.
I mean, come on. I mean, she goes around.
we all just grinning cheek to cheek up here, just like, you know, just like in the B Hood when the music stopped, everybody's just like. There's this pause, which means it's like, yeah, we're in that moment. We're not here in this space. It's like it takes a moment to like come back into our persons, you know, afterwards and stuff. Guys, I just want to, Ade, you want to tell them why we're here? Because and Rickie's not.
Well, Rickie's traveling, so she's in Georgia today, and the laptop she's using is causing some technical difficulties, and then it disconnects. And she's on YouTube right now. She's listening, but she's not able to get on live. And so, thankfully, Spirit knew what Spirit was doing. It had all this orchestrated. Can you imagine Rickie setting up with her piano, wanting to sing, and it's just me? I can shine my light, but I shine my light differently. So I'm glad God knew what was going to happen and how all of this happened. But it's all good because God always knows what God is doing. But yeah, this has been good. We got a few minutes to go. And, you know, I'm curious to find out from those that are listening, if they can just put by numbers, if you remember the first time you heard Rickie's music. For me, probably about 15 years, if not, about 15 years. To, you know, and some of the songs at that time, I said that earlier, that I still hear it today. And it's like I'm hearing it for the first time. And I was also thinking about New Thought. New Thought, I remember, you know, I didn't have a name for it then, but I was hearing this message, call it metaphysics, like it just felt right in my soul. And sometimes I think when we're talking, it gets filtered differently. So we hear the voice within and we speak it. Sometimes it goes through different filters. When it's turned in, when people listen to the music, the universe, and they download that, it's a little, there's something that for me, it's a little bit more pure. So I think like Rickie's song does just that, where it cuts out all the other stuff. It cuts out the accent. It cuts out the way, you know, whether you're from the South or from the North, it just goes to the voice, the heart of God. Yes. And that's one of the things that I really, really love about it. And that's why it always sounds like you're hearing it for the first time. Yes. Mickey said he's been listening for 24 years. Wow. At 1997. I'm not trying to figure that. Wow. Newbie, Bree, you're in for a treat. She said last year. Oh, let me do this. I forgot I could do that. So Rainbow said 1997. Yep, that's, you know, some of
I used to be in the choir.
Rainbow.
Charles Holt, you can listen to him. Hey,
Charles. She remembers the date, the full date. Okay, I don't think I can beat that. And Bree said she's a newbie. Last year, literally summer 2021, and I've been hooked ever since. Oh, you ain't hooked yet. You think you're hooked now? Right. I give you 2-3 more years. You wake up singing, I release and I let go. Good morning, God.
Beautiful songs by her.
Oh, 1991. Nice.
Yes. Yeah.
Watch from Ohio, Lori Driscoll. Hi, Lori.
And a lot of us met when Agape was using a platform called, I think it was called Indigo, and there was a chat in there. And people will start chatting, talking about, well, people will chat during the lesson sermon. Yeah. And then some people get carried away, so they had to shut that down.
About that.
Yes, they got carried away. It's like, so they carried away with them the chat. So everybody had to hush up. Yeah, this has been a great community. Yeah. Rickie, yeah, so Rickie's and on YouTube as well. But anyway, Lorna, Dee,
can I ask you? I don't know how much time we have, but we've been like sort of hogging the turntables here. Like, what is your favorite? I mean, we've been playing our favorites. What's your favorite?
You know, I think I said this last week. Because 1 minute I would say "I Rest in Thee," it's like, oh, that's my favorite.
Yeah.
Holy, Holy Wait, that's my favorite.
Oh God, yes.
Like, I a lot of the songs are my favorite, to be quite honest,
Okay.
because the way they hit.
Depends on the day.
I used to remember when there was a phase in my life where I didn't really need the talk or the lessons about spirituality anymore. I was listening to my own voice. And towards the end, I was living in Atlanta then, so I knew what time Agape were finishing. It was around 4:30, while I was in Eastern time. So I would log on just to hear the song "Blessed Always."
Nice.
And I still hear that now, and it just still sounds like I'm hearing it for the first time. I mean, some of the songs, like you, just makes me tear up.
Yeah.
And so I have so many. I mean, it's like, how? I mean, I say that parents say I don't have a favorite. They lie. Some parents have favorites. It's wise to say they don't have favorites. But when it comes to Rickie's song, for me, it's hard to pick one. Yeah. There are just so many. Yeah.
There's a great story behind "Blessed Always." I don't know if you know it or you remember it, but ask Rickie to tell you. I know we're short on time, but there's a great story behind that.
I think she shared it before, but I can't remember. So yeah. She probably like, you remember I shared that story.
Somebody met her here in the DMV. They said Tyson's Corner, Virginia, out here in the DMV. That was 2015, guys, if that's when they're in. He said they came here twice. This is the second time. She said it was looked at the first time. It came to enjoy every Revelation conference after that. Became ambassador for Revelations also when they came to Howard University too. And David Neal and Lisette Carrion's wedding. Beautiful, Mardell Rogers. I think we're out of time, or Rickie.
Yeah,
final words, Rickie.
Rickie probably down there saying, "You guys need to end. It's time. Because you know Rickie and time. She like it's all about time for Rickie. Timing." Okay. Anything you want to say before we release this conversation?
I love you all. That's what I want to say. Thank you all for being here. And Lona, I didn't mean to, in the intro. I mean, you're right there, so it didn't dawn on me. I know Mike was not with us, so I just wanted to plug him. But sorry for that. And I
have no idea what you're talking about. It's been a wonderful evening. A wonderful time. It's good to see you.
Yeah.
And it's great to be seen with those that are on the stream and stuff like that. Thank you for the compliment. Somebody said I look like her beautiful sister. I'm like,
yeah,
look like her beautiful blood sister. I'm like, she's real cute. So,
and I want to say this on behalf of people who don't live in LA, who lives all over the world, that gets to listen to B Radio. Thank you, Lorna. Thank you, Dee Dee. I'm not confused. I was going to Mike. I would just go. Yeah, I'm going to Mike and Mike because I remember when it went off the air. I was like, why? And I remember we talked about it on the show, and it's like there are people out there who can do what it needs. And thank you for showing up. Thank you for being a part of a song that never ends and helping us remember who we are. We all have a gift, and it's simply about showing up. So thank you for showing up. Thank you for giving us life by shining your light. And I am complete. Rickie, I don't think Rickie will be able to pop back in. But anyway, on behalf of Rickie, thank you, everyone. We're getting ready to release this. We'll be back next week. And we should do something like this again.
And she says regatta, right? Regatta?
Yes. This is where we rest in God.
And say amen.
Yes. Thank you, everyone. Oh, you got something you want to play, Lorna?
I didn't think about it, but I could have done "Blessed Always." Isn't that what she ends with, right?
Yes.
Well, we have an outro, but yeah, you can play too.
An outro, go for it then.
We'll take the liberty that Rickie's not here. When Mama's away, we'll go over time. Okay, there's a lot of people chatting in the chat room. I won't be able to flash all of this. And yes,
it's just "Blessed Always," so you can cut it whenever you want it.
Blessed always, for the arms of God surround us. Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in God and say amen. Blessed always, blessed blessed always for the arms of God.
Oh, we just going over.
Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in God and say amen. Rest in God.